You know how when you want and need so much until you don't even know what it is that you want and you need? That's how I feel about life right now. I feel like I want and need so much and I want to do so much until I really don't know what I need, or what I want, or what I want to do. It's like, think about that shit. It's like, I want you to think about that for yourself. I want to do so much and I want and need so much until it's like, do I know what I really want? Do I know what I really need? Like, I want to accomplish so much. I want to do so much. I just want to do so much. But when I think about it, I like, what it is that I really want to do? What it is that I really need? What it is that I really want? It's almost like a mind fuck, like a brain fuck, like, cause it's all in the mind, it's all in the brain. But what if we woke up every day and we had no desire to do anything? Like we didn't want to need or have no desire to do absolutely nothing. Like we would just wake up and not and just live with no agenda. But it's like we were trained since we were little teeny children what we want to do when we grow up, how we want to be, what we want to be. And it's like as we grow older and older and older, our desires and our needs and wants change. And it's like we want and need so much for so long in our lives until our needs become different, our wants become different. And then when you think about what you originally needed and wanted, it's like what it is that we really do need and we really do want. Because I have gotten to the point where as though I know what I need and I know what I want and I know what I desire and I know what I want to do and I know what I don't want to do. But do I really know what it is that I want? Do I really know what it is that I need? Because if I get something that I really don't want, but when I get something that I really don't want, I like it. And be like, I can work with this. But I really wanted that. And then you think about it like, did I really want that? Because I got this, something that I really didn't want, but it's working good for me. But I really wanted that. But I got this, but it works well with me and I like it. And I can work with that. But I really wanted that. So did I really want that? And I really need that. I really don't need this, but now that I got it, it's like, damn, I'm doing good with this, but I really need that. But this work good too. Like, like, I don't know. It's like life is fucked up. Like, and it's like, is it all in the mind? Like, life is one big puzzle. And it's like when you go into that deep inner thought, it's like, take the brain out of your head, take the mind out, take the thoughts out, take everything out. It's like we came into this world with a deck of cards and we have to play with the deck, with the hand that we were dealt. And it's like, okay, I see that I got 5 books in my hand, but if I play it well, I can get at least 7. You know what I'm saying? And if I don't play it well, I might get 3. And it's like, how is I'm gonna play this hand? It's like life is so tricky. It's like a lot of times we can be poor in life and accomplish so much, and then we can be so rich in life and don't accomplish nothing. So it's like life is like, what is life? Like when you think about it, what is life? We know that it's an experience. We know that it's a everyday thing of lessons. But what is life? Because it's like, is it just basically existing to see what it's like to be in the physical? And it's like, what is life? And then when you look at life, you got to pay for everything. Everything is so messed up. But what if we had a life where so everything was given to us? And we lived in abundance and we still used our minds to build and create, but we were still living in abundance to do whatever we want. But we still had our mind to build and create and make beautiful things Because in this world that we are coming into, they are making it to where though we don't need to use our mind. Everything is going to be catered and done for us, so we don't have to use our mind and create anything. So if we lived in a world where everything was catered to us and we were still able to design and create and use our mind and build, but we were still living in abundance with food and air and water and energy, but we were still able to create and use our minds, we would be powerful. But in this new world that they are creating, we don't even have to use our mind because everything is going to be done for us. All we do is wake up and everything is going to already be done for us. We don't got to do nothing. But at the same time, the air is still polluted, the food is still poisonous, the water is still poisonous. And then we don't have to really use our mind or be creative or build anything because everything is done. Then that will basically give humans no reason to live. Because it's like, what are we here to do at this point? We can't build nothing because it's already built. We can't create nothing because everything is already created. We can't use our imagination because everything is already imagining for us. We have to, it's like we're living in a horrific reality to where as though we don't know whether we're going to come and we just living. And it's like every day you get worse and worse and worse and worse. So my advice to y'all, to us, is to utilize our brain as much as possible. Stay creative, stay authentic, stay imagining, stay thinking, stay doing these things to work our brains. Because the way that I see it, they're basically trying to give us the life where though we don't have to work or use our brains at all. And if y'all don't know this, but y'all know this now, the more we don't use our brain shrinks. Like if we don't use our brain, it shrinks. And when it gets shrinked enough to get small, we are going to be like vegetables. We're going to be like zombies. We're going to have, it's going to be way beyond dementia and Alzheimer's. The more we don't use our brain, the more we don't exercise our brain cells, it's going to shrink till we are basically going to be like zombies, because human beings were made on earth with a purpose, with a mission, with things to do. And if we are living life with no purpose, with nothing to do, and with a mission, we ain't living with none of that, it's going to shrink our brains. And this is what they are trying to do. They are trying to create a life to where though the human brain is going to shrink. So if human brains shrink, we are going to be like zombies. And if we are like zombies, they can do whatever they want to do with us. Because we don't have a mind to think, because our brains have basically shrunken into nothing. So my only advice to y'all is to keep being creative, keep utilizing your mind, keep thinking, keep doing things, keep making that brain cell work. Because the day when it gets to the point where as though human beings really don't have no sense of living, we don't have no way of living, we don't have no meaning to live, we just gonna be like people just waking up with no desires. And eventually we just gonna be just laying down, not doing anything. We don't need to think, we don't need to do nothing. And next thing you know, it's going to be like we are like flabs, just laying on the ground, because we have really no need to live, because everything that we were created and how we were created and the reason why we were created, there's no use for it. Imagine being created to be a slave, and your body is immune to working and being a slave, to now they got new slaves. And now you can no longer be a slave anymore. You just standing there watching everybody else be a slave. You're just going to be sitting around not doing nothing. Eventually, you're going to be sitting there just dwindling and dying, because your body is immune to being a slave. So eventually, while you're sitting there and you think that you are getting away by just resting, your body is slowly dying because it was made to work and be a slave. And this is what the new world is doing. The new world is creating a world for us, so that case our bodies won't be immune to what it was put on earth to do. And eventually, if that happens, we are going to die, because our body is not being used for what it's made for. So life is so tricky.